Hey everyone, here in the range today, I wanted to take this opportunity to show you exactly why I bring this bag with me everywhere I go. It's an amazing bag and all the stuff in it. I bring a ton of tools, lots of safety equipment, first aid gear, and I carry a lot of stuff with me, which is why I wanted to have the perfect bag to go along with it. And this is why I chose this particular bag. It's a 511 range ready bag, I believe it is. It's $100 US, 150 or so Canadian, depending on where you find it. I love this bag. It's amazing, well worth the money. It comes in this kind of coyote brown or coyote tan or desert tan. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, and it also comes in black. But I quite enjoy this color, so I bought it for myself for that reason. Here's basically everything that I take with me when I go to the range. The reason why I like this bag so much is that it's got this central compartment in here. And it's got this pull-out, which is really amazing. It's just a little tote that you can pull out, and it's got all my stuff in there. So I'll go through this real quick. But beside the tote, what it's got here, it's got this very large compartment. Inside of it are two different kind of slots where you can put on all sorts of things. But one of the things that I fit in here is actually one of my pistol cases, which is the Canik TP9 SFX pistol case. All locked up, it's fine, it fits in there just without any issues. I could probably fit in one on each side. In one of the slots, I have just a little notebook with a pen, just in case I want to take some notes on any loadouts or any performance issues that I need to take care of or anything like that. Apart from that, I'll go into the tote here real quick. What's really great about it is it's got these two side compartments that are zipped. So you can have whatever you could possibly imagine in here, any tools or anything else that you could think of. One of the things that I keep in this one is my trusty staple gun and extra staples for stapling targets to wood here at the range. So that's great. And then one of the things that's really cool that it comes with is a utility case, and I use this for collecting my brass or picking up after myself. If I'm shooting shotgun, I make sure I take all the shells with me, and it's nice and it's perforated on the bottom, so any dirt and any debris and any moisture will escape. And the cool thing is you can actually clip this to your belt or to your competition belt or anything else and carry it around with you. And you can just put your brass in behind you at any point in time. Apart from that, make sure that I have safety gear for myself and my wife. We come out to the range usually together, so make sure that I have enough for both of us. So this is really enough for 2 people at any given time. So I have her safety glasses, which are clear. She doesn't really prefer the tinted ones. And I have my Oakley M-Frame Ballistic SI 2.0. They're fantastic. I got them on sale at Amazon. It was a really screaming deal. I think I got this one for $80. It was on sale, or $85, something along those lines. And it came actually with the tinted dark frames, the lenses. And I'll make sure to include the link below in the description for the Amazon links for these. They're fantastic, and they're ballistically rated, so any impact will not shatter the glass. They'll protect your eyes, which is kind of the whole point. And then I got also on Amazon a pair of the clear ones for kind of overcast days, or if I'm shooting videos, want to make sure that I don't look super tactical with these ones. So you want to actually probably see my eyes as I'm talking to you. So those are them. And the other things that fit in here obviously are Howard Leight electronic earmuffs. They're amazing. We also got these on Amazon, which is pretty much most of our purchases these days. They're electronic, which is great. You can still talk to each other, you can hear each other. What they do is that once you turn them on, they'll cut any loud noises by about 30 or 40 decibels. I think they're rated for 29 or 32. I'll have to double check this, and I'll do a quick overlay on the video. I'm just talking from memory here. You turn them on, and then you turn them off when you're done, put them on. You can talk to each other in normal volume. You can still hear each other perfectly. It's actually, the amplification is so good. The most times when I'm out here, you can actually hear the trees rustling and the wind blowing by and all that stuff way better with just regular hearing. So these are great. We've got 2 of them. They fit in here. And then I have other kind of equipment here, which is just backup, foam earplugs in case you want double protection and that kind of stuff. So that's pretty much what's in this tote. That's all the things there. A really, really cool feature of this bag is this front pocket here. So couple of little things. It's got your slots for all your magazine. I think it has up to 8 here for pistol mags. And then it's got this slot here that I use for pretty much all my range documentation or membership cards. Because we're in Canada, you have all my certification documents and registration documents and certificates for our pistols and for our restricteds, along with any of the long-term ATT documentation for transporting. So we have to have all that stuff here. And then I have a little small wallet that I use for all of my IPSC and USPSA membership cards, as well as any of my CCFR membership card, my NFA membership card, and Cabela's and all that kind of stuff. So, and as well as CSSC, which is those are the 3 organizations in Canada that kind of try to support and educate about firearms rights in Canada and promote shooting sports. So the great thing about this one is that you can actually lay this front pouch out, this little front pocket, and use it as a workbench. So if you have something like a plywood table or something that has holes in it, or a little slot like a camping table, you don't want to lose brass or any parts if you're taking apart a weapon on the range to clean it in an urgent situation, or an emergency. If you want to clear out a jam, or if you have a squib load or something like that, you want to make sure you have this area to work on so you can kind of put little parts in so they don't get lost, which is great. So if you want to do any cleaning or maintenance or whatever. So that's this part, and it's super useful. I use it all the time. The other part that I want to show you here is right here. So it's got actually like a water bottle slot, which is fantastic because I go through a lot of water when I'm on the range. Usually it's super hot. And then just an extra slot, I have extra socks, a couple of different lengths if I get wet, if it rains, if I sweat too much. Just because it's hot, you never know. You can use it for pretty much anything. And over on this side, it's a really, really big slot. I have our first aid kit. So this first aid kit was actually won by my wife at a company event, and it's really good because it's got all sorts of things. It's got actual shears, it's got tweezers, it's got all sorts of first aid equipment, including, I think it has all sorts of bandages and whatever else you might need, including I think sanitary gloves and all that kind of stuff. So it's a really good kit to have on you, just in case you need it. Hopefully you never have to use it, but it's there in case you need it. And then in here as well, I have a can of bug spray. I believe this one's Honest bug spray, so it's completely natural. There aren't weird chemicals in it, and we try to use that as much as possible. And then we got these awesome ponchos at one of the gun shows here in Calgary from CSSA, and they gave us one extra one, so we take these to the range with us in case it starts to downpour and we need some protection. So that's pretty much all that's in that one. And then I think in these side pockets here are my tools and spare parts. So we got this at Home Depot a little while ago, this little case, and it fits perfectly right in this slot, and it closes without issues. So in here I have things like, I have some 9mm patches with me, and then some other so these patches are the synthetic ones that I use for the barrel, and then the cotton ones to do any kind of polishing and cleaning with, which I think find to work a lot better. I have a couple of Allen keys, I have spare springs, spare screws, I have all sorts of other gear. I have batteries for any optics that you might have, and then I also have my trusty Hops No. 9 light gun oil, which is what I use for everything. It's a fantastic product, works great. And then that's pretty much it for here. I have just spare parts and little maintenance kits. And then in here, I have my tools. So what I bring to the range with me is generally this little Mastercraft Maximum 8-bit precision driver and bit set. I think it's 25 pieces. It works really well, and it's perfect for working on pistols and firearms in general. It's got Torx, it's got Allen key attachments, it's got the regular Phillips and flatheads and all that kind of stuff, and Robertson. So it's really handy to work. I think I use this more than anything else. And then it's just as a trusty backup, I have one of these multi screwdriver sets that I use. It's just a quick little throw in case I needed it for something bigger. And then on top of that, I have these guys, which are little chamber flags. So these safety chamber flags are really good if you're using them at a range or a competition. Make sure that you're showing that your chamber is clear and doesn't have a round in it. A lot of competitions like 3-gun actually require to have something like this. Most times the organizers will bring it with them, but it's just a fantastic thing to have in your range bag, and it's super cheap. I think it's like $6 for a 6-pack or $8 or something like that. Also got it on Amazon. And I got this for Christmas one year. It's just a Swiss Army knife. It's got all sorts of different attachments. Obviously, pretty much everybody's familiar with these, but I keep one in here just in case I need it for any reason. And then one of the other things I keep in here is just a couple of little protein bars, just in case I get hungry and snacky on the range. Usually I'm out here for 4 or 5 hours, so if I don't bring a snack with me, it's good to have it in the bag. It's not really gonna go bad. So I just wanted to include something that I originally forgot on my range bag review, because I actually always carry it in my ammo can. So for my 9mm ammo and pistol ammunition, I love to load with these Aplula mag loaders. It's a speed loader. It's fantastic. It works so much better than loading it by hand or with the little factory loaders that you get as part of your range kit or your pistol kit. So I'll show you real quick how it works. We actually have 2 of these just because both of us usually at the range at the same time, and we like to load magazines a lot faster. So I bought an extra one. I think they're like 40 or 50 bucks. Well worth the money because it'll save your fingers and it'll save a lot of time. So they're speed loaders for a reason. So I'll take one of my 9mm magazines from my Canex here. All you do is you put it with the magazine facing forward. You put this part forward, take a 9mm round, and you just basically squeeze and drop down, and it just slides in. And then the next one, same thing, slides in. It's really easy, really straightforward. You can do that all day long. I loaded 3 rounds in a matter of probably 2.5 seconds, and you can load an entire 10 mag in probably 8-9 seconds or something like that. So with a lot of practice, it gets a lot easier. A lot of people, when they first start using it, they'll lock it up and then actually hit this lock button by accident, and then it won't, and they're wondering why it's not releasing. Just flip this little lock to the unlock position and you'll be able to use it again. So again, you lock it down for storage or for transportation if you want to, and then that. So this will support 9mm all the way up to 45 ACP, which is really, really handy. It's super versatile. You just buy one and it's good for pretty much all your pistol loading for your semi-automatic magazines. It works on single stack and double stack. So there's an adapter inside here. And then, yeah, that's pretty much the Maglula Aplula. So it's made in Israel. It's available at pretty much Cabela's, Bass Pro Shops, any independent shooting supply stores, Shooting Center, Shooting Edge here in Calgary, as well as Amazon.ca and Amazon.com. That's pretty much all the things in here. That's the gist of it. So if you have any questions, make sure to leave a comment at the end of the video and subscribe if you like the video. Other than that, if you have any other suggestions or anything you'd like to see, please make sure to contact us, leave a comment in our channel, and we'll make sure to produce it for you. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe below. If you have any questions, comments, or ideas and suggestions for topics that you'd like us to cover, please leave them below in the comment box. Make sure we answer those and we get back to you as soon as we can. Also, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at FreeWhiteNorth.